Hey, I'm Josh Oakes, and I couldn't be more honored to be here in Wiley, Texas, to talk to some 8th graders about social media. We're going to talk a little bit about Snapchat, and we're going to talk maybe even a little bit about Instagram, and we're going to talk about why some students don't want to be on social and why some students close their Twitter accounts, and we're going to look at some Snapchat streak questions and stuff. So if you're a parent, consider watching this video because we want to explain to you what students are frustrated about that you don't know. And we're so honored to have some awesome 8th graders here. So I want to start off first about, can you define, please, what is a Snapchat streak and what would you like adults to know?
A Snapchat streak is where two friends, you don't have to be friends, well, I prefer that way, but y'all send pictures back and forth with each other for more than 2 days, and then it pops up how many days you've been Snapchatting back and forth.
Got it. So a streak means you two have a friendship where you're sending content back and forth, and it shows a little flame or fire next to your name as a contact between those two people, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, awesome. And how many streaks do you have going on right now with people?
0.
0. Okay, that's very cool. Now, I want to also ask you, let's dive into, you're not on social at all, right? Which is pretty awesome, and I think it's very valid for some students to be on social. Tell us one of the benefits of not being on social media in 8th grade.
You don't have to worry about extra drama going on in your life, and you don't have to worry about things that people are saying that like isn't going straight to your face, and it's not a distraction in your life.
Now, I love the fact that you're not on social and you're okay with it because you don't have as much anxiety, perhaps. When there's stuff going on, you're like, I'm not in it. It's pretty easy. Do you feel like you can focus on homework a little bit better without it?
Because I know that I don't have to be worrying about being on social media at that time, and I can just focus on what's going on in my life.
That's awesome. Now, for those of you parents that are watching, when we talk to students and we always say one of the things I still want you to do, even though you're not on social, is go Google your, we just taught you the 5 or 4 different ways to Google yourself. So I still want you, even though you're not on social, to go look at your online presence so that when you are ready in high school or 16 years old to start creating something there, to do that. So let's talk a little bit about, Instagram. How many of us are on Instagram? Okay, great. How do you see Instagram different than Snapchat? What would you like to explain to adults or your parents? How would Instagram be different?
Instagram, people watch more of what they're posting online because they don't think it goes away. But on Snapchat, I mean, it's still there. You just have to dig deep to find what apparently disappeared, but really never did disappear.
And on Instagram, you'd post something and it doesn't even pretend to disappear, it just stays there. So people feel like they need to work hard to make a better image for themselves on Instagram.
I'm guessing that you have friends, or most people at the school are using Snapchat way more than Instagram. Am I right there?
Definitely.
Okay. What would you like to say?
Well, like Snapchat is kind of like posting your everyday life, and then Instagram is like kind of like some sort of like small memories you make with your friends or just yourself. So I really feel like that's the difference, because a lot of people are on Snapchat because it's like what they can share about like what they do every single day, and then I feel like they're more comfortable with like showing like how they roll with their life. So.
Who they really are, and they can share a ton of snaps or videos.
Because it's a small time period that it's on there, and then they think it goes away, but it's like still there if you dig down deep, like Colin said. Yeah,
it's still there. Talk to me about it's still there. You dig down deep. You sound pretty wise. Like you know that's gonna be around. How do you know that? And if so, what would you tell other students? So how did you find out that it's still there?
Well, I haven't had any experiences with
Okay, that's fine.
But
that's cool.
My parents, they explained to me that if you do something and it goes away, either they can screenshot it, they can save it with some apps that will let you save it and go onto your Snapchat.
Yeah.
And then also all the little codes and programs, like Snapchat, the actual app saves it into their database, and so it's still there.
For 2 or 3 weeks.
Oh, and colleges, I've heard, will actually pay Snapchat to open up their database and show pictures of the people that they've sent before.
Do you guys think colleges might jump on Snapchat to maybe follow some of your stories or look at stuff?
Definitely.
If they're about to give you a dream opportunity to pay for your 4 years at your dream school, right?
Absolutely.
Let's jump in real quick. How many of you know of your dream college you might want to go to? You have like top 2 or top 3 or something like that? Do you guys know what you want to do for your career when you grow up someday? Do you think they're going to find your Instagram account someday?
Definitely.
Yeah?
Definitely.
Yeah, cool. You have private Instagram accounts?
Yes.
You're all private? Okay, very cool. That's awesome. Let's talk about Snapchat for one more minute. Let's say you're looking down at your screen and your parents are annoyed. What are you doing on that device all day? How would you like to explain to your parents, like, does it help you connect with friends? Is it instead of texting? Or what benefits do you see that Snapchat gives you other than being a cool app? What would you want your parents to understand?
I feel like they could kind of more understand that it's keeping up with your friend's life too, and like yours, and you can see what your friends are doing.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not like you're out and then you don't know what's happening, but you're kind of caught up with it. So.
And if my friend's having a bad day, I can just Snapchat him a funny picture or something.
Mm-hmm.
And kind of, it's a little different. Like, my mom has Snapchat, but she won't let me get it. But the only reason she has it is to like send goofy pictures with the filters to her friends and stuff like that.
So, mom's on Snapchat, that's awesome. Do you feel like you could go to your mom a little bit more because now she kind of understands Snapchat if you saw something bad online? Or would you rather her not be on it? How do you feel about that?
I like her on it because like it helps me not do anything that, or if I were to get it, it would help me not do stuff that could ruin my life and ruin my dreams and stuff like that, because she'd be watching my every move.
Do you guys think it would be fun to Snapchat with your parents kind of and do some of those silly dog things? No?
Wait, yeah, because like sometimes if I'm like hanging out with my friends and then they see me open a Snapchat of my mom with like a funny filter, they might start laughing at me.
At you? Okay.
Yeah.
But do you think it's kind of fun to do it with your parents, or you think it's silly, or it's not cool?
Oh, it'll be fun.
It'll be really fun.
Yeah,
It's
It'll
fun?
be fun.
Yeah.
They
To
just
do it.
have to know their boundaries.
They have to know their boundaries. What are parents' boundaries? Let's talk about that. Like, what would you not want your parents to do on Snapchat?
Probably follow my friends and kind of weird them out.
Yeah, okay.
I
So
wouldn't-
don't follow your friends. Can they follow you? Well,
Yeah.
Okay,
They can,
okay.
Follow me.
they can follow me or like my closest friends.
I wouldn't want them talking to like all the kids at our school, like
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
all the
Okay.
time, just like
But following you would be okay to know what's going on, so they're probably not bugging you on the drive home for school or around the dinner table. What'd you do today, right? They can just probably lay off and say, hey, so how was your day? And just be vague about it, and they kind of already know. That's
Yeah.
probably kind of cool, right? What else would you not want your parents to do? Let's say Instagram. Would you want them to comment on your posts?
I'd be fine with that.
Yeah,
I mean,
it
Okay.
depends on what they're commenting.
Okay. Okay.
If they're commenting like, I love you, and then with a bunch of heart emojis,
or if they're saying like,
I'd
have a
prob-
good day, sweetie, or something
Yeah.
like that.
I'd probably ask them to delete that comment.
Okay.
Kindly ask them.
Kindly. That's very mature of you. That's great. All right. What else would you not want parents to do on social media? Anything that would be, what would you be okay with them doing that maybe they're not doing right now?
Posting baby pictures of me.
Okay.
To
Why?
embarrass me.
Okay.
Because I always get a good laugh out of it, and it never hurts me.
You would be okay with them posting baby pictures about you. Got it.
Yes.
Okay. Cool.
I'd just be okay with them posting family pictures in general to show that we have a happy family.
That's
Stuff
cool.
Like that.
I
Okay.
know my mom posts stuff on Instagram, like help with our like stuff we're doing and volunteer work we're doing with our church,
Mhm.
or Christmas photos of me and my brothers.
Mhm.
And then I see like the comments from all of her friends, like, oh, you have like the cutest kids and the most handsome boys and stuff like that.
What would you like to say? What do you see that's bad on Snapchat? What do you see here at school that either gives you anxiety, which you're not on it, which is awesome. I totally support that. But if you are on it, let me ask you this: one, what's something bad? And two, how do you control how much time you're on social media? You guys must have figured that out somehow. So what do you see that's bad? And then I want to ask you, how do you control your time on social?
Well, every once in a while there'll be an account running around that everybody's talking about where they post drama about everybody in the school, and like they ask people, hey, if you know drama about somebody, send it to me. And so I usually block those people.
Mm-hmm. People that are just causing trouble.
Yeah.
Okay. What else do you see that's bad on Snapchat?
I think that some other people post like other pictures about like what's happening around school, and I feel like they're like spreading it too much, and some people like don't know until like they actually see it or people talk about it. So I feel like it kind of like starts the drama, the base of it. So the foundation. I don't think that's
Interesting.
good.
Maybe like somebody takes a photo of somebody else and the other person doesn't like that, but they still post it, and it just starts like a spark between them, and they just get mad at each other.
Yeah, social media can cause a lot of friendships to be ruined.
Yeah. So let's talk a little bit about time management. You guys have a lot of homework, a lot of pressure on you, right, to do good stuff in the future, and you see a lot of things going on. How do you manage your time on Snapchat, your time on Instagram, or your inbox time, or playing games? How do you manage your phone and you? What are some tricks that you might have?
Well, for me, I'm not like the person who's gonna be on it like so attached to their phone.
Okay.
But if I am, like sometimes I am just because I'm bored, I kind of focus my way. Like I change my mindset at the time and tell myself that I need to get this done, and then at the end, I'm always gonna be able to have time to do that. So I think it's just kind of like changing how you see it and how you, what you have to do is like you have to finish it. So
That's awesome. So you set a goal before you're on social media. I need to get this done, or goal. I need to get homework done before I'm on social media. So you're kind of doing a task list in your head. Okay, awesome.
I say, this app's gonna be here in a couple hours when I'm done with whatever I'm doing, and I just need to put it aside because it's not going anywhere.
Okay.
I usually just kind of like plug my earphones into my phone, listen to music, get my homework over, and it just helps the time fly by. Just listening to music and stuff like that while doing it.
Yeah. Do you guys ever get anxiety where you've checked it too much? Or do you ever have, I know with some adults have this where we check email too late at night and it affects our sleep or we don't get a full night's sleep. Have you guys ever noticed that? Or maybe you're checking social media too late at night, or are you able to put it away?
Well, sometimes like at night, I check it, and then like I follow a bunch of sports pages and stuff like that. And I get interested into like some sports drama that could be happening, like in major sporting events and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I just stay up a little late just trying to learn more about it.
Yeah. Let me ask you this also. There are some benefits to Snapchat. Do you guys follow any news organizations on there?
Definitely, yeah.
Like any type of news to see what's going on in the world?
They have little like news options, like
Yeah, right? Big
You can look
organizations that are using Snapchat to send out a 10-second of here's what's going on in the world, or
Yeah,
they put text over the image, like live at this event or something, and you can boom, boom, boom.
those are cool.
Yeah, right? So that's another way that probably adults would want to go, why are you on this? Well, some adults are on Twitter looking at what's going on in the world or what their friends are up to, and you're basically looking at the news, right?
Yeah.
Okay, any final thoughts that you have, good or bad, Snapchat, Instagram, anything else that you would want to tell either other students or you want to teach me, or tell parents that are just out of the loop? Something maybe positive about social or negative?
Trust your kids to an extent, but every once in a while you have to check their phones because you don't know what their friends are sending them and stuff like that.
Trust your kids to an extent, okay?
Like my mom always tells me, because I really want Snapchat, so I can like interact with my friends and do stuff like that and just kind of keep up with them. But she tells me, and I ask her why she doesn't trust me, but she's always like, I do trust you, it's the other people I don't trust.
It's the other people I don't trust. That's a wonderful, wonderful comment.
I feel like the students and parents need to know that there's like a boundary to how much you can express yourself, but it's a good way to like catch up with everyone and then show yourself to the people, like how your life's going and everything.
I just think that sometimes parents can trust their kids a little more, but they need to make sure that they are making sure their kids aren't doing like anything bad.
Yeah.
But they still need to like kind of give them a little leeway.
Monitor, absolutely. Any last tips that you'd like to tell parents or adults about social media?
If you find something bad on your kid's social media, listen to their story about it first, because my Twitter was hacked last year and they started posting a bunch of bad photos on that, and I wouldn't want my parents blaming me for it.
Yeah. And what'd you do with that Twitter account?
I deleted it.
You deleted it. Very cool. Yeah, and so you don't have to worry about it as much. Yeah. Would you tell other students to go delete old accounts that maybe they could get hacked, but they're not using?
If you don't monitor an account that you have, I say delete it, because you don't know what could be happening on there.
And why would it be bad for an account to get hacked? Why?
Because
They can post anything, and
And why would that be bad if an account posted something? I'm not using that account anymore. Everybody knows me at school. They know who I am.
Other people might not know that you've been hacked. They might still think that's you.
Like colleges?
Yeah.
College will
Yeah,
ruin
colleges,
your, I mean, like, that'll ruin
jobs.
your image to colleges.
Yeah.
So it's probably important to know what accounts you have. Make sure you're logged in. Make sure you're monitoring them a little bit here. Have a good secure password, probably. Make sure you're safe. All right, you guys have been incredible. Thanks to everybody for watching this. If you're a parent and you want to talk to your kids about Snapchat or Instagram, what I want you to encourage you to do is to go to our green zone list that's on safesmartsocial.com. Look at those. Now, it doesn't mean that every student needs to be online. It needs to be when you're ready for them and they're mature enough to be online and ready for college prep. That could be LinkedIn when they're in high school. That could be creating a Facebook account for them, even if they don't want to go on Facebook, putting their best group photos, their family photos, stuff that comes up above the fold on Google. Then look at that gray zone. Snapchat's in the gray zone, Musical.ly's in the gray zone. These are apps where your children, as long as they're wise enough to be on there, it's awesome. But if they're not, do it as a family. If your students are dying to be on Snapchat, take some of those silly filters with them. Jump on a Snapchat as you heard from some of these students, and have a good time. Maybe monitor your students, have a dialogue with them and say, look, I got to be on here because I need to protect you from other people. I trust you, but I want to verify that you're just doing the right thing. I won't go and contact all your friends to make it creepy, but I do just at least want to have the peace of mind if I do log in to know how to do this. Have some fun on Snapchat with your kids. Turn them into the experts, have them teach you how to do this kind of stuff. And I promise you, it may be a little bit rocky in the beginning, but in the long run, you will have a better dialogue with them, which is really your number one safety app, is having a healthy dialogue with students like this. I'm Josh Oakes. I couldn't be more honored that this school would let us do this and host this. Thank you to all of you 8th graders. You guys have been really incredible. Thanks. Have a great day, guys.